Tonight, Holly Williams has a remarkable story of a migrant family's quest for a new life in Europe. They are among many thousands who've attempted the long and dangerous trip by land and by sea. Today, their voyage nearly ended in tragedy when they were sabotaged by boats from Greece.
Just off the Turkish coast this morning, 40 Syrians were crammed on a rubber dinghy, desperate to reach Europe. On board was Tanya Ibrahim, a high school art teacher from Aleppo, her 3-year-old son Mohammed Jan, and her husband Abdikarin, who filmed their dangerous journey. We first met them in Turkey before they set out. They fled Syria 2 years ago after their home was bombed. But they told us there's no regular work for Syrians in Turkey. So they borrowed $2,000 to pay a smuggler.
Do you know how to swim?
No.
Why have you decided to take such a big risk?
We can't live in Syria and we can't live here, Tanya told us. For the sake of our son, we need to leave. The family gave us permission to follow them as they tried to reach Greece.
So far, they've had good luck. The water is fairly calm today, but the boat is overcrowded and the Greek coastline is still around 5 miles in that direction.
But just after that, an unmarked speedboat arrived from Greek waters. Abdikarin told us there were 5 men dressed in black who pointed guns at the Syrians. So he hid his camera. The men then cut the fuel supply to their motor, leaving terrified men, women and children adrift in the open sea. We saw them do the same to 5 other boats. Eventually, the Turkish Coast Guard came to the rescue and we helped tow the boat to safety. Tanya and her family didn't make it to Greece today, but they're still alive and told us they'll try again as many times as it takes to reach Europe.
Holly, incredible reporting. Do we know, was it the Greek Coast Guard that interfered?
Well, Nora, we contacted the Greek Coast Guard and they didn't admit that their men did this, but they wouldn't deny it either. We've been told, though, of several similar incidents in which the Greek Coast Guard allegedly sabotaged refugees' boats to prevent them from reaching Europe and endangering the refugees' lives in doing so.
This will have big implications. Holly Williams on the Turkish coast. Thank you, Holly.